There's a marble behind the eye, roll slow when thoughts collide. Can't touch it but it shifts the frame. Slide left when I forget my name. Feels like gravity with opinions, pulling weight from the inside. Even stillness finds a rhythm when you lean into the slide. Not every silence is empty, some just don't explain. I build peace in friction, let it pulse without a chain. Marble behind the eye, rattles when I sleep. Thoughts don't ask for answers, they just circle what runs deeper. No anthem in the chaos, no flag to qualify. Just the hush of motion from the marble in my eye. Keep a journal with no titles, each page just a pulsing ink. Draw boxes I never check, still call that progress I think. Speak in parentheses often, let the rest dissolve in blur. Never trusted declarations, they tend to overstir. I trust thoughts when they wander, more than when they aim. The truth that walks in zigzags always calls my name. Marble behind the eye, echo with no source. It hums beneath decisions, pushing thought off course. Not every spin is reckless, some just redefine. I find balance in the tremble of the marble in my eye. Some folks need a blueprint, I draw my rooms in sand. Let the waves correct me with the rhythm I can't plan. Even clocks miscount on purpose, that's the kind I understand. Precision feels like pressure, but drifting fits my hand. Don't believe in straight lines, they too easy to believe. Give me curves and quiet where the answers never leave. Marble behind the eye, spinning like a choice. Move slow when I'm certain, screams in my softest voice. I don't look for stillness, I just wanna feel the why. Through that little orbit of the marble in my eye. Just enough to hold, like the weight of almost, warm and barely cold. Not every thought needs speaking, not every scar means pain. Some just mean you've noticed where your shape don't fit the frame. Not trying to smooth the edges, they catch the light just right. And then when the world looks crooked, it reflects exactly right. Marble behind the eye tells me where to lean. A compass made of motion, too small to ever be seen. I don't need perfection, I don't need a tie. Just that steady little turning from the marble in my eye. Your name on a grocery list, it was smeared in ink smelled like citrus mist. She walked like she forgot the floor. Said this town don't need me anymore. Her coat was big, but her words were small. Spoken riddles about the shopping mall. I asked her twice if she'd stay for tea. She laughed and said, you're not that free. The tracks don't bend, they just keep going. Some folks leave, some without knowing. She hummed a song from 73. Left her shadow and a key for me. Mulberry train don't stop for goodbye. She wore silver shoes and told perfect lies. You can't rewind what you never tried. Mulberry train, gone with the tide. We met again near the laundromat. She said she dreamed in shades of matte. Kept a locket inside a paper cup. Swore the stars once told her to give up. Her laughter cracked like an old cassette. Played on loop in my head, can't forget. Said nothing lasts but Dinah steam, then vanished like a borrowed dream. The rails don't ask where you been. She said I'm tired of places I fit in. The smoke curled up like old perfume. I watched her fade with the afternoon. Mulberry train don't stop for goodbye. She wore silver shoes and told perfect lies. You can't rewind what you never tried. Mulberry train, gone with the tide. Her name etched into the seat. Third row back where the vinyl peels heat. She always carved where no one looks. Left a story inside overdue books. Carried a flask with apple gin. Said it burned more when she let me in. I asked why she runs so fast. She said the future drives, not the past. Told me nothing's worse than maybe. I told her most of life's us kinda lately. She shrugged and blew a bubble wide. Said catch me if you love your pride. Mulberry train don't stop for goodbye. She wore silver shoes and told perfect lies. You can't rewind what you never tried. Mulberry train, gone with the tide. With a faded coat, buttons gone, but it still holds hope. Same bench, same track, same side. Only thing missing is her reply. Ticket stub in my shirt pocket, smells like her cinnamon and rocket. She wrote, don't chase what disappears, and signed it with her lipstick tears. Maybe she was just a season, a cool mistake with no real reason. But when the whistle cuts the sky, I swear I see her blinking by. Mulberry train don't stop for goodbye. She wore silver shoes and told perfect lies. You can't rewind what you never tried. Mulberry train, gone with the tide. Rappers from old cafes, pressed flat like museum tags. Said every bite had a mood and every sip carried flags. Kept them in a velvet pouch next to worn out foreign bills. Said souvenirs don't need miles, just something the silence fills. She said rain don't mean wet, it just makes things pause. And in dry season we find bellflowers. She once mailed herself postcards with no address or name. Said if they came back unopened, that's how you know it's the same. Kept the compass with no needles, said straight lines make her sad. Foul rhythm and no waiting, said stillness isn't bad. She said time's best when crooked, not fixed to a frame. And dry days remember what rain tries to claim me. a space between two buses and a blare. She said names sound different when no one else is there. Drew constellations in sugar on the table, got her tea. Said the stars forgot her name, but she still left down day. She said wedding wood decorations good for nasty rooms, but in dry seasons even silence blooms. Dry season souvenir, extra no return. She left behind nothing except the way I put. Gone on an unpaid bill. Said keep this dry with care. It teaches you to feel. There were no more footprints, don't click of any door. Just that sense of something false that wasn't there before. She said memories of flavor then dries before it stays. But in the stillest seasons you taste the longest day. Dry season souvenir, no wait but all the years. She left me for whatever, and nothing to compare. Carries umbrellas in every shade. Those skies been dry for weeks. Says color keeps the sun in line, and gray makes people weak. Walks with one half open, calls it a thinking wing. Spins it while he hums off key, like weather owes him something. He says rain's not an event, just an overdue sigh, and shades not escape, just a clever reply. Tangent umbrella man, walking past the plan, follows curves on purpose, 'cause straight lines never end, never end. Yeah, he says his watch 5 hours late, says truth don't wear a clock, carries tea bags in his coat for a steeping kind of talk. Asked him once where he lives, he pointed at a cloud, said home is where the forecast ain't trying to be loud. He says maps spoil discovery and labels weigh the breeze. He listens for detours that only silence sees. Changing umbrella man, folding up the sky. He don't wait for seasons, he just lets them slide by. You wanna stop mid-conversation to name a passing bird, then jotted down his posture like flight was something heard. Painted rain on napkins, left them near the bench. Said art don't need to last, just land softly on skin. He said logic comes in puddles, only deep if you stare. Most folks just keep walking like their shoes ain't aware. Tangent umbrella man, not here to arrive. He strolls through confusion like it's just how he thrives. Found his note on the receipt, drawn in blue pen swirl. Said time don't ask permission, it just loops and twirls. He didn't leave a number or any kind of name, just a folded velvet umbrella and the echo of rain. He says goodbye's too sudden, so he bends it with charm and leaves through quiet angles like a shrug with no harm. Tangent umbrella man, drifting through the plan, never needs a reason to not know where he began. On your pillow again. Guess I wanted you to miss the scent. That coat I wore still hanging low on that rack you said had too much soul. Your lipstick mark on my coffee cup, I wash it off but it always shows up. We said goodbye like we meant maybe, but baby you wore forever too bravely. You said don't wait, but you look back like the past was tied to your carry-on bag. Now every door sounds like you're laughing. I still hold my breath. That half last coat on the rack still smells like goodbye. I reach for the sleeve, but the moment won't lie. You walked out smooth like the scene was rehearsed, left a wrinkle in time and a button that hurts. You said don't fold love, hang it loose, but you always packed it like an excuse. We danced in aisles, not on the floor, turned late night groceries into metaphors. I bought that wine you liked last spring, still sealed up like it means something. Try moving on with someone new, but baby she ain't got your groove. You said hearts don't crack, they crease, and we ironed ours with too much peace. Now silence feels like an old refrain. I sing it soft just to feel the stain. Last coat on the rack still smells like goodbye. I reach for the sleeve, but the moment won't lie. You walked out smooth like the scene was rehearsed, left a wrinkle in time and a button that hurts. You wore my hoodie like a crown, made cold nights feel dressed down. Still got that picture by the sink where we smiled too hard to think. Your makeup case on my top shelf, a soft reminder you knew yourself. I dust it off, but I don't move it. Some souvenirs ain't meant to prove. You said love me, don't collect me, but I framed you where you left me. Now every click of a closing door feels like heels on a wooden floor. Last coat on the rack still smells like goodbye. I reach for the sleeve, but the moment won't lie. You walked out smooth like the scene was rehearsed, left a wrinkle in time and a button that hurts. Now I light one candle, just one flame, for all the times we stayed the same. Still got your text that just said wait, and I check it like it updates late. They say love ain't lost, just move, but I hear you in every groove. And if I ever wear that coat again, I hope it smells like you back then. You said leave me where I was sweet, but girl you linger in my beat, and I still dance like you might call, with that smile that forgives it all. Last coat on the rack still smells like goodbye. I reach for the sleeve, but the moment won't lie. You walked out smooth like the scene was rehearsed, left a wrinkle in time and a button that hurts. The curtain still open, like you wanted me to watch. The sun hit your old perfume, still sitting on the top shelf box. Your heels left lines on the hallway rug, I stepped through them like a dance. This place still hums your name, like it never stood a chance. You said love ain't always loud, but silence gets too real. play cool in every room, but the echo knows what's real. Hey, curtains still open, but you're not in the frame. And I stand where the light is, still calling your name. Left your coat on the hook, like you plan to return. Now I keep the breeze, but I still feel the burn. Found your earring in the cushion gap, yeah. Little gold half moon smile. Sat with it in my palm like it might ring after a while. Your tea still in the cabinet next to my coffee jar. You always said we brew different, guess now we really are. You said don't hold me in place, but I never held too tight. Now you're gone without a mark, but the wrong still feels right. Curtains still open, but you're not in the frame. I stand where the light is, still calling your name. Left your coat on the hook, like you plan to return. Now I keep the breeze, but I still feel the burn. I fold your notes back neat, every crease just where you've been. Even read the ones you tossed like they were heaven sent. Your playlist still in the queue, I let it run some nights. Pretend track 5 don't hit, but I always lose that fight. You said don't make me a ghost, but you haunt in subtle ways, like the light that hits 3 p.m. and never really stays. Curtains still open, but you're not in the frame. I stand where the light is, still calling your name. Left your coat on the hook, like you plan to return. Now I keep the breeze, but I still feel the burn. I started sleeping on your side, still leave the other maid. Can't move the plant you named, it leans toward where you stayed. Even the mirror don't reflect right, since you took your reflection too. I talk to it sometimes, like it's got your point of view. You said let the light in always, so I never close the blind. But the sun keeps asking questions you forgot to underline. Curtains still open, but you're not in the frame. I stand where the light is, still calling your name. Left your coat on the hook, like you plan to return. Now I keep the breeze, but I still feel the burn. But I still feel the burn. But I still feel the burn. Yeah. Still feel the burn. You left the 20 in my wallet, folded with a note, just said be kind. No name, no punctuation, just your slant and your rewind. Your lipstick stain on my debit card, still there, like it's part of the chip. Even now I check my pockets, like you might have left a tip. You said love don't need receipts, but you still paid in full. Every laugh we ever shared still echoes when I pull. Slow wallet goodbye, tucked between the bills. You vanish like loose change, but I still feel the chills. You walked out like a secret, with rhythm in your stride. Now I'm stuck with this leather and your memory inside. You kept dimes for luck not used, said nickels made you blue. And every time I needed cash, you smiled and gave me 2. Bought your gum by the window light, claimed it tasted like goodbye. Now every checkout line just feels like you and I. You said don't forget the small things, like pennies on the floor, but I'd give $100 to hear your keys once more. Slow wallet goodbye, pressed behind my ID. I flash it to the world, but it's only missing me. You walked out like a postcard, no return, no sign, but every bill I pull still smells a bit like time. Got receipts from our last diner trip where you tipped too much again. Said leave them wondering who you were, that's just how you blend. I find lint from your coat sometimes in places you never said, like your presence folds itself in every coat and hat. You said wallets tell the story that your mouth won't say aloud, so I read ours line by line till the silence gets too proud. Slow wallet goodbye, in a crease I won't erase. You spent all your softness without leaving a trace. You walked out like a movie that skips the final scene, but left a line in my pocket that still says what you mean. You wrote don't follow on a napkin, stuck it under my old card. I never saw you leave that night, but the leaving hit me hard. Now my wallet folds like memories, all edges and no ease. And every time I pay for something, it feels like a slow release. Who said love don't need receipts, but you made sure I'd find a quiet little leaving tucked in leather's bind. Yeah, slow wallet goodbye spends me every day. You never needed luggage, just a subtle getaway. Now every swipe I make still plays your soft reply. Love don't cost a thing, but it sure knows how to buy. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Walked out in wrong size shoes, heels clicking like you meant to leave. Didn't even grab your coat, guess a coat was what you'd need. Left your ring by the cereal box next to that unpaid receipt. Funny how the small things hit harder than the heat. One sock under the table, lip gloss on the sink. The mirror still remembers more than I can think. Wrong size shoes, you wore them like a plan. Stumbled down the hallway, but never looked back again. You danced through goodbye, didn't trip once. And me, I stood barefoot, choking on the silence. Your playlist still stuck on shuffle. Track 4 knows where we went wrong. I hum along out of habit, but skip the parts that felt too strong. Your coffee mug still on the counter, steam long gone, but it stares like even the dishes knew you were never all the way there. One earring in the doorway, lap folded in a shirt. This place still holds your shape, even when it don't hurt. No, wrong size shoes, left them pointed westward. Didn't break your rhythm, even when I confess. You danced through goodbye on a beat I missed it. And me, I kept the carpet where your shadow kissed. Now I water the plant you named, never bloom but still survives. You always liked things flawed, said they showed you real lives. The fridge hums like your whistle, low and just off key. It fills a room like nothing, but it still sounds like me. One drawer full of maybes, one heart out of tune. I light that hallway candle even in the afternoon. The wrong size shoes clicking through my mind. You never tried to fit, just walked out misaligned. You danced through unrehearsed. And me, I'm still listening for a verse unreversed. That receipt finally faded, ain't gone like your voice, but I remember the total and I remember your choice. No slam, no keys thrown, no drama in the air, just a quiet kind of ending in a room still unfair. One step past the doorway, one song we don't play, but I still hear the chorus in the words I don't say. Wrong size shoes never slowed your pace, left footprints on a welcome that time won't erase. You danced through goodbye like the floor was yours, and me, I keep waiting by unlocked doors. Closet light, like you wear it when the sky got right. Left a bobby pin on the picture frame, same one I swore I'd never change. Keys still dancing in the hallway bowl, little tag that reads be bold. You always pack like you'd return, but every drawer still feels like learning. One sock hanging on the radiator hum, one note folded but never becomes. You left in pieces too small to hold, but this room still keeps them gold. Button on the frame, pressed into the wood. Didn't mean to stay, but stayed like love should. Didn't close the door, just let the light aim. Now I see your goodbye in that button on the frame. Found your scarf in the window seat, smelled like cinnamon and concrete. You always had one foot out the song, but your melody still sings along. Mug still stacked the way you do, one chip corner still feels like two. Fridge note says don't forget the day, but the clock don't care what I obey. One page missing from the calendar wall, still turned to the day before the fall. Didn't need to ask, didn't need to frame, but the dust spelled out your name. Button on the frame, where your fingers rest. Didn't stitch it down, but you marked it best. Didn't take a thing, just left the flame. And I keep warming hands on that button on the frame. Yeah. You belong to jazz, half a beat late, never asking why. Brushed your teeth, the tempo of rain, and taught me how to stay in pain. Your mirror leans but never falls, still angle just to catch the walls. I check it sometimes for a ghost, but it only reflects the almost. One drawer half shut still smells like you, even emptiness got your residue. Didn't take the frame off the nail, just let the room inhale. Button on the frame, still stuck in place, yeah. Didn't blink when you left, didn't move with grace. You walked through quiet, but that spot still came to whisper through the glass from a button on the frame. Now the morning hits the picture wrong, no shadow lands where you belong. I sip the coffee like a prayer, waiting on a crease in there. Tried to fix the closet light, but it flickers just like that night. Guess even bulbs remember things when goodbye forgets to sing. One last wrinkle
where you'd been, no story left to blame. Just a button on the frame. Button on the frame. Pressed but free. Button on didn't hold you down, but still holds me. Didn't mean to last. Didn't beg for a name. Yeah, here I am again. At that button on the frame. That button on the frame. Got bookmarks in my memory, but none of them lead to truth. Folded corners in my head, marked since I lost my youth. Questions stacked like dishes, answers chipped or cracked. Keep reaching for the shelf, but the book don't read me back. Thoughts moving zigzags, facts don't stand still. Even silence got opinions if you let it fill. Folded corners in my head, dogged by design. Truth don't walk in straight, it leans and skips the line. I don't need conclusions, just a place to tread. Keep flipping through the chaos with corners in my head. I got theories made of thread, pulled from jackets I outgrew. Keep them in my inner pocket next to plans I never knew. Sometimes I trust the static more than the signal clear. At least the fuzz don't promise what it ain't bringing near. Not every door needs knocking, some just wait unlocked it. The map don't match the steps, but the dirt still talks. Folded corners in my head, wrinkled with intent. Ideas brewed too crooked to ever pay the rent. Truth ain't in the sentence, it's in how it's read. So I scribble in the margins of the corners in my head. Never quite a full stop. Commas in my posture, ellipses when I drop. Every thought's a hallway, some just lead to loops. Even mirrors got opinion if you stare past the user. Don't believe in clarity, it tends to overstate. I'd rather ride the friction than coast in something fake. Folded corners in my head, crease with quiet pride. Never claim perfection, just a softer side. On not looking for the answers, just want the thread to stitch a little meaning through corners in my head. My shadows ask better questions than the crowd ever dared. They don't clap or cheer, but they notice when I care. Even dreams got deadlines, but mine tend to blur. I hang them like old records, let them hum what once was sure. Truth don't dress in neon, it speaks in quiet threads. Sometimes it hides in footnotes where no one ever treads. Folded corners in my head, bend but never break. Built from all the pages no one else would take. I don't need a clean slate, just a thought well fed. Still writing in the margins of the corners in my head. Oh, no.
apologize. Float where you were misunderstood, not where they sanitized. Keep your shoes untied, truth don't walk in laces. And if the room's too clean, leave fingerprints in places. Every rule was made to fold when the choir starts to speak. Even echoes earn their weight if they harm more than a week. Manual for ghosts, written in the crease. Margins full of questions that never needed peace. Not here to scare, just to be unclosed. I live like a whisper in a manual for ghosts. Learn to sit with contradictions like company I never chose. Keep a notepad full of exits but never touch the prose. I sketch blueprints out of maybe, draft walls from quiet doubts. Build homes no one moves into, but no one throws me out. Answers lose their polish when the light hits too direct, but the shadows trace my questions with a line they don't correct. Yeah, manual for ghosts, no spine, just folded instructions in erasure, truths to lose, to hold. Not here for legacy, just a page that knows how to hum through the silence like a manual for ghosts. Ooh, I pass mirrors like they're windows, never stop to check the face. Who I was last Wednesday still lingers in the space. Don't believe in endings, just pauses that forget. And all the things I never circled are the ones I still regret. People chase conclusions, I just sketch around the chord. The questions keep me company while the finish stays next door. Yeah, manual for ghosts, footnotes in my chest, guides for how to vanish when you're trying your best. Not built to be certain, but the ink still shows. I breathe between the chapters in a manual for ghosts. There's a paragraph in my ribcage that never got revised, still taped up in edits, but the grammar feels alive. Been teaching myself to linger without taking up a room, to hum in broken meters like an unplayed tune. You can mark me as unfinished, file me under maybe known, but don't file me in silence where the ghosts go all alone. Yeah, manual for ghosts, no ending, no sin, just a trail of soft impressions that rewrite where they bend. I won't leave instructions, just a rhythm that coasts, and a line in the margin of a manual for ghosts. With dust and a logic, truth never boots on time. Thoughts stutter like jazz records, looping at the wrong line. Keep a dial in my pocket, spin it when silence wins. Most days don't say much, but they hum just under the skin. The static ain't a signal flaw, it's the sound of thought in sweat. When clarity comes too loud, I tune it down and forget. Static with intent, that's how I think. Not chaos, just a pattern on the edge of the brain. A hum with direction that never relents. Don't mistake the noise, this is static with intent. Questions tick like a second hand, but none of them tell the hour. Got a shelf full of half-meant things that somehow still hold power. I move like I'm mid-paragraph, head full of lines unsent. Walk with rhythm on mute, but I still know know what I meant. Answers come dressed in volume, but I read them in restraint. Some truths wear neon signs, my preferred dry paint. Static with intent, not a glitch, not a guess, just a language and friction. Trying to say less, every pulse got a meaning, even when it's bent. Don't turn down the crackle, that's static with intent. Bookmarks and thoughts I abandoned, folded sharp like doubt. They cut a clean little silence where clarity don't shout. Mirror shows the frame, not face. I check the light instead. Reflection don't explain much, but it nods to what sun said. Some days don't hit conclusions, they just settle like a hum. No big reveal or payoff, just the shape of what might come. Static with intent, playing low and near, buzzing through decisions I ain't made this year. Oh, map in distortion, warning heaven sent. I don't walk straight lines, I'm moving static with intent. Got a code in the margin, left by the version of me that trusted the noise too much to ever write clearly. Still don't chase the answer, that path don't pay no rent. I live inside the margin where the ink is always bent. No need to clean the channel when the mess speaks best. The fuzz don't block the message, it just hides it from the rest. All static with intent, always in the air. Doesn't need your permission to go anywhere. This isn't interruption, it's thought unkempt. Every hum I carry, static with intent. With dust and a logic, truth never boots on time. Thoughts stutter like jazz records, looping at the wrong line. Keep a dial in my pocket, spin it when silence wins. Most days don't say much, but they hum just under the skin. The static ain't a signal flaw, it's the sound of thought in sweat. When clarity comes too loud, I tune it down and forget. Static with intent, that's how I think. Not chaos, just a pattern on the edge of the brain. A hum with direction that never relents. Don't mistake the noise, this is static with intent. Questions tick like a second hand, but none of them tell the hour. Got a shelf full of half-meant things that somehow still hold power. I move like I'm mid-paragraph, head full of lines unsent. Walk with rhythm on mute, but I still know what I meant. Answers come dressed in volume, but I read them in restraint. Some truths wear neon signs, my preferred dry paint. Static with intent, not a glitch, not a guess, just a language and friction. Trying to say less, every pulse got a meaning, even when it's bent. Don't turn down the crackle, that's static with intent. Bookmarks and thoughts I abandoned, folded sharp like doubt. They cut a clean little silence where clarity don't shout. Mirror shows the frame, not face. I check the light instead. Reflection don't explain much, but it nods to what sun said. Some days don't hit conclusions, they just settle like a hum. No big reveal or payoff, just the shape of what might come. static with intent, playing low and near, buzzing through decisions I ain't made this year. Oh, map in distortion, warning heaven sent. I don't walk straight lines, I'm moving static with intent. Got a code in the margin, left by the version of me that trusted the noise too much to ever write clearly. Still don't chase the answer, that path don't pay no rent. I live inside the margin where the ink has always been. No need to clean the channel when the mess speaks best. The fuzz don't block the message, it just hides it from the rest. All static with intent, always in the air. Doesn't need your permission to go anywhere. This isn't interruption, it's thought unkempt. Every hum I carry, static with intent. He folds receipts into little boats, sets them sail in a coffee cup. Says time tastes better when you wait, and sips like it might wake him up. Watches dust argue with light near the counter by the door. Tells the clock it's doing fine, even when it starts to crawl. He says hurry ruins flavor, and days bruise when you chase. Keeps his calm in odd corners where nobody's late. Crooked afternoon, leaning on a wall. He ain't going nowhere, just enjoying the stall. Counts footsteps instead of plans, likes odd numbers more than even. Wears his smile slightly off, like it learned from half believing. Keeps a list of things he skipped, pinned inside his sleeve. Says missing is a talent most folks never keep. Yeah, he trusts roads with dents in, songs that almost land. Says straight is just a rumor spread by nervous hand. Crooked afternoon, dragging shoes through time. Yeah, every move off center, still feeling just right. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, he nods at strangers like mirrors, not sure which side they're on. Laughs when the punchline late, says that's when it's done. Spins a coin, lets it fall, doesn't watch how it lands. Says chance talks too much, he prefers quiet hands. He says waiting has posture, standing crooked but proud. If you listen real gently, it hums just as loud. Crooked afternoon, hanging loose unclaimed, nothing lined up proper, still nobody to blame. Leaves a chair pulled halfway back, like he might return. Sun slips low through the glass, doesn't seem concerned. No notes, no signs, no plans, just space cooling down. He walks off with the tempo, lets the room keep the sound. He don't exit clean, just ends from the view like a thought you were having that got bored of you. Crooked afternoon, still leaning inside my tune. He never said a thing, but he left the room too soon. Yeah, 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 yeah. postcards in a shoebox, sorted by cities he's never seen. Writes dates in pencil, names in ink, then blurs the space between. Stamps peeled off with care, like they held too much truth. Carries them like receipts for dreams with no proof. He says time can't return, but paper remembers. The corners curl slow like quiet embers. Postcard inventory of places that wait. He don't mail nothing, just collects the fate. He picks stamps by color, says red ones feel too loud. Writes messages to himself, but signs them as a crowd. Carries scissors in his coat to cut out perfect skies. Says the real ones are too wobbly and he prefers straight lines. He says travel ain't the point, it's the weight of want. Each address he doesn't send is a postcard haunt. Postcard inventory filed by missed trains. He keeps the paper dreams and skips the planes. He shops at antique stores for cities that have been renamed. Finds old menus, hotel pens, and postcards never claimed. Pins them to his bedroom wall in a pattern only he gets. Says meaning comes in grids that haven't settled yet. He says the future's just a folder where hopes go to sleep, and postcards are confessions we're too shy to keep. Postcard inventory, nothing out of place. He reads them all aloud in a stranger's pace. Left one tape to the cafe board, marked for anyone today. Had no words, just a drawing of a road that fades away. Underneath a circle stamp with the phrase, try again. He walked out with steady steps and vanished round the bend. He says goodbye's too clumsy, so he prefers display. Leaves clues on matte cardstock and lets the rest decay. Postcard inventory, catalog of gone. Every piece unsent, still somehow moved on. Da 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 da.